Hello Hunters, how we doing today? It's your boy Dax Level here with Team Sleep Paralysis Demon. We are rocking out a nice combination here. Full squad, we got HK, we got Jeff, we got Halo, we got me, Dax Level. Alright, today we'll be taking on the Ice Wall Tempered Nerscylla with a Tempered Arkveld. We're rocking the Sleep, Mr. Sandman Sleep Bow. We are rocking multiple debuffs here with HK and Halo with the paralyzation. Let's do a little nice shot there. HK and Halo with paralyzation. Me with the Mr. Sambo, and then Jeffy is knocking them out nice and tired here, giving us plenty of opportunities for some heavy hits. Yeah, this Nerscylla is definitely not going to be moving much for the first part here. You can see that I'm not moving much right here. I'm just taking old boom. HK with the heavy hit. I'm just standing here for the most part, just taking pot shots. Alright, I did not take my hot drink. If you wonder why my stamina is dropping so hard there, you will didn't even notice I forgot to do that for the first bit here, so we'll be chugging those in a moment. So don't forget your hot and cold drinks in the basin and or the ice wall. Right, what a wild jump. I was about to say it's only fair, I guess, if it's allowed to snipe as well. Very quickly returning the favor. And this Nerscylla is already ready for bed. Nice slash from our boy HK. And there we go. 1 of 2 done. Unfortunately, Arkveld will take us a little longer. Alright, a nice flash to a mount. Nice way to start this section of the fight. Boy Jeff. Alright, a nice mountain time is a good way to start building up our statuses. And there we go. Oh, there we go again. I was about to say, actually, we do like to have a little time in between them. That would give us more time. Definitely the very first hit after the sleep going down and he gets paralyzed definitely doesn't give us time to suit up on our what am I trying to say here? Gives us time to line up our sleep shots, but then instantly paralyzing them is of course always nice. Like being slapped by those chains, always hurts. Now he's a little dazed and exhausted from our boy Jeff. Unfortunately, at this point in time, we do lose Halo. He does also prove to be a god and win his own fight by himself. from his disconnection. I was about to say, I almost just took out the whole team with a slap. Alright, now that Arkveld is all nice and cranky and stomping around, this fight's going to get a little wild. Man, I was about to say my nice peace and quiet for my for my sniping vantage point is gone. Alright, looks like somebody didn't like me enjoying my range. Another near to faint for me. This is definitely slapping me up a little hard. This corridor is not the best place to be fighting Arkveld or any of the larger monsters. Definitely cuts down a lot of spaces you can run around, especially if you are a ranged user. Alright, quite the sight. Quite a batch of acrobats. Unfortunately, can't dodge them all. But our boy Spikenard is here to save the day, getting me out of trouble. Ooh, definitely a much harder fight than the Spider Nerscylla. Obviously, our boy Arkveld is the Apex. They're making that evade, extender, and window work overtime in this area. Not just the Space Center. Divine Bless is saving me by a prayer a lot of these fights here. Alright, finally back into a little vantage point here. I do get a few moments here of relatively peaceful shooting and sniping. Could have been a little few steps forward there to get. I do not have ballistics on this bow as of yet. I do pick that up here. I think it might actually be from the rewards of this fight where I pick up the first status ballistics. flash coming just a tad late. Save our boy Jeff. Inches away from death. HK coming up with the mount. Gives me a moment to recover. Did not. So back to having stamina problems here. Kind of a goofball in this fight when it comes to that. Definitely. Sneaking off the side. Letting my team cover me for a minute there while I get supplies, heal, get sorted. Alright, finally out of this little tight corner here. Finally, another sleep. I don't know what Arkveld's resistance is off the top of my head. I feel like he was a tough one to put to bed. The bow is unfortunately missing a few jewels that I would be chasing. These kind of hunts are actually for me to get those jewels. Sleep 3 in would be a godsend. We got a nice solid beat down in this area here. I'll let him get back up. Shot there, pulling down plenty of bro wounds. It is time for nap time. Do a little dodge and trank bomb. Boom, we're good to go. Alright, time for a nice epic team shot. As long as there's no Blanco here about to ruin it with the snowball. And of course, obviously, that was happened. Unfortunately, really took out the team shot at the end there. This is obviously recorded from my perspective. Alright, thank you for joining me on another hunt. Take care, stay safe. I'll see you in the wildlands. Goodbye, hunters.